let's talk about something that pretty much every new parent has seen and maybe even worried about a little bit. We're going to decode the infant freeze response. What is actually going on when your baby just stops? Let's get into it. You know the moment. You're playing, you're laughing, everything's great. And then, suddenly, nothing. They just freeze. Their little body goes rigid, their eyes lock onto something, and it's like someone hit a pause button on the entire world. What is going on in that tiny head? Well, here's the good news. It's not a glitch, it's not a sign that something's wrong at all. In fact, what you're seeing is their brain doing something absolutely incredible. So let's break down the 4 big secrets behind this wild behavior. Okay, first up, secret number 1. Think of this freeze as your baby's brain buffering. You know, just like a video that has to load, it's kind of the same thing. Their mind just needs a second to catch up. So yeah, it might look like they're blinking out, but what's really happening is a huge data download. I mean, think about it. When they hear a new sound, or feel a new texture, or see a sudden change in light, their brain has to pump the brakes on everything else to process it. They have to stop moving so they can start thinking. Here's the great way to think about it. Their brain is like a super high-powered computer, but the internet connection, the neural pathways, is still under construction. So they have to pause all the physical stuff just to focus every single resource on that one new piece of info. They're not stuck, they're just buffering. All right, secret number 2 reveals something even deeper. This freeze, it's a primal instinct. They are literally, from day 1, born to observe. You see, as adults, our go-to survival instincts are fight or flight. Makes sense, right? But for a baby who can't fight or fly, what's their main survival tool? It's to freeze. By becoming perfectly still, they can focus all their senses on what's happening around them, whether it's a potential threat or just something new and totally fascinating. And this is not a passive thing. They're not just zoning out. This stillness is actually how their attention span is born. You are literally witnessing the purest form of concentration as their brain learns to focus hard on just one thing.
Okay, but this brings up a really interesting question. The freeze isn't just about a new toy or a loud noise. What in the world does it mean when their eyes lock onto you and they go totally still? Well, this is something called a mirror loop. When your baby freezes while looking right at you, they're downloading your emotional data. They are mapping your face, the sound of your voice, everything, to figure out one crucial thing. Am I safe? They're not just looking at you, they're reading you. And that idea of safety leads us right into secret number 3. That little moment of stillness might actually be your baby's own built-in superpower for stopping a meltdown before it even starts.
So let's walk through how this works. First, the world just gets to be too much. Too loud, too bright, too busy, sensory overload. So what does their brain do? It hits the emergency stop. That's the freeze. That physical stillness helps calm their entire nervous system down. And if it works, boom, a potential meltdown is totally avoided. Think of it like this. The freeze is the secret piece, just before a potential storm. It's them actively trying to soothe themselves. It just shows how hard they're already working to manage their own world, which is pretty amazing. And that brings us to our final secret. This freeze isn't just about processing or self-defense. It is a massive sign of a mind that is hard at work, making a huge cognitive leap forward. You know, during these quiet little moments, your baby is basically running their very first science experiments. Seriously, they're asking these huge questions like, what is cause and effect? Or if I stop moving, does that weird sound stop too? Or if I stay really still, what will the dog do? They are figuring out how the whole world works. And this is an incredibly positive sign. So if you see it happening a lot, don't worry. Longer periods of this still observation are very often linked directly to a big cognitive growth spurt. You're watching a developmental milestone happen in real time. So when you put it all together, it's pretty clear. This stillness, it's a language all its own. If you take away just one thing from all this, please let it be this. The next time you see your baby turn into a tiny, perfect statue, remember, they aren't glitching, they are growing right there in front of you. They're just taking a moment to process this beautiful, chaotic, amazing world you've brought them into. Through that silence, they're telling you they're learning, they're observing, and they are building a mind second by second. And that brings us to you.
What's another one of those weird, mysterious, wonderful things your baby does that you want us to decode? Let us know, and maybe we'll tackle that one in our next explainer.